Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 9th episode of my second Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series I'm playing as the human Theocrat, Castus the Unbroken. In our last episode, we really accomplished quite a bit. We were able to actually eliminate Bernhilda, the Keeper, our Frostling Dreadnought opponent. We were able to eliminate her from the game. We've successfully captured her throne city and her other main city as well. And then we also dealt a very serious blow to Saradas. We were actually able to capture his throne city as well, although Saradas is still in the game, although we do know that he has a city right here, so we're going to be in the process here of sending our armies up north to try and take out what I'm assuming is one of his last remaining cities, and potentially the location of his of Saradas himself, I should say. So all in all, this game is looking really, really good for us. I think we're going to have quite an advantage here to really press and see how these next couple turns unfold for Saradas. I don't think they're going to go well for him. But before we get into the rest of the episode, I did want to just make a couple of quick shout-outs to a few viewers who have commented on some of the previous videos in this series. First of all, Marcus Persson. He made a lot of really good points about, particularly in my first few turns, that I really wasn't focusing on expansion and growth. I was focusing more on building up my throne city. And he made a lot of really, really good points about how that's actually kind of detrimental if you're trying to expand and really improve your economy in the early game. And I agree. I think I probably got a little bit too focused on just trying to build up and get my Empire quest complete to have this be the Eternal City. So thank you very much, Marcus. Those were really good points, and I agree. I think going forward, that's something I'm going to try to work on, is to improve my early game, especially my early game economy. And then also a Corbin, Fairher McClear, he commented and mentioned that for the first 5 turns, the roving units that spawn around the map, they actually won't be there. So you don't really have to worry about defending your throne for the first couple of turns. You can actually take your units and move them around to clear out the various structures around your throne city. Marcus also mentioned that the big scary units start spawning around turn 30. So anyway, I really appreciate the comments, guys. Thank you very much. They help me get better at the game, and hopefully they help some of you watching get better at the game as well. In my next playthrough series, I'm going to try to implement as many of those suggestions and tips as I can. So anyway, keep them coming, guys. I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get back to the action here. So we were very close to being done our turn when we wrapped up last time. And yeah, I think that's about it. So we aren't going to take this Orc City because we don't have any units to guard it. So let's jump back up and end our turn. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Saradas does here, because again, he really is on the back foot at this point. I think this might be one of, if not his only city at this point. He may have something in the Shadow Realm, but I'll have to do a little exploring to find out. Sounds like he's summoning something in there. Oh, wow. It looked like a big shadow demon just attacked his stack and killed one of his units. Okay, so a lot's going on. We now also have shooting stars, which is all units gain lucky, and all units that were already lucky are now very lucky. So that's going to be kind of annoying, but that's okay. So we've got paid absolution, which we can use on a particular city. So why don't we... So we've got paid absolution on our throne and our other large city, so why don't we put it on this city as well? And just look at that, we just keep increasing our gold income, which is absolutely fantastic. So, again, we really want to go for the throat here. We've got Saradas in a pretty vulnerable position at this point. So why don't we just start kind of charging in there, go right for his cities here. Now the question is, do you think it would be faster to maybe come up and try and go through this mist to get to him? Or would it be faster to kind of go around through this path that I already know exists? I think what we'll do is we'll maybe kind of try both. So we'll send Esha up and maybe see if we can kind of cut through here. and then over to this road, and then that'll maybe make that go a bit faster. Whereas with Eridus, we'll maybe go a little more along the beaten path, the one that we know. And I think we will group these units up with Eridus as well. So yeah, we're really going to send both of these units are going to be focused on just getting to Saradas' city and trying to strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. And then we have Castus over here with his absolutely fantastic stack of units. We're going to send Castus. We actually might just do a bit more expansion with Castus while we're in the neighborhood. So I think we'll kind of see if we can maybe head up through this forest, and we can. All right, so Castus will head up to this city and then over. That's going to be kind of his plan, I think. Might as well grab this. Looks like a dwarven city. Yeah, we'll grab this dwarven city on our way over, because why not? So we've got a quest from this particular city. I don't think I'm interested because, quite frankly, I don't have any units in that area. We've got some more units for defense here just in case we get attacked in the Shadow Realm. And then we've got this unit doing a little bit of scouting. Primarily looking for any additional... Oh, and yep, that's a city of Saradas right here. So we now have confirmation that he is in the Shadow Realm. He has cities in the Shadow Realm, so that's good to know. Once we take out, assuming we can take out that city in the overworld, we'll have to head into the Shadow Realm, assuming he doesn't tap out and surrender. Okay, so we've got this Draconian city. We've got a lot of money now, so we can start working on... Let's get a shrine going. We can start working on improving the cities. So having all this extra gold income is just really, really nice. So we would like to maybe expand the borders here to get more things in our territory. So let's do a stone wall. Although actually, you know what? I don't think we really need the stone wall because the city's not at any risk of getting attacked at this point, I would say. Or at least very low chance. So we'll try and do something that increases the borders without giving us, or with also giving us the extra research. This little city, I kind of want it to grow faster, so let's give it extra population income. For Fastburg, why don't we do an observatory as well? Really get our research even pumping more than it already is. Let's do a Master's Guild. Actually, no, I'm going to think about that one. I don't want to use up all my gold. So our throne, we've really got... Things are looking good, so I think we'll just do merchandise. How about our little Tigran city? We're working on a laboratory. So maybe we'll do something a little bit less expensive. We'll do a Theocrat's Conclave. And this guy, I had him ready to make some roads, but I don't think we're going to need them at this point, to be perfectly honest. Okay, and here's our Necromancer hero. So we're going to kind of just work our way down in this direction, I think. Garrison up this city a little bit better. We've got our little cadaver here who unfortunately... Without his Necromancer, he's gonna die, but we can use him as a bit of a scout. Maybe we can go into the Shadow Realm here, and maybe we can get a little bit of extra vision or something like that. So, let's figure out what we're going to summon next. I'm really enjoying this Paid Absolution income boost. It's super fantastic, so we're just going to keep that rolling. And we've got this unit here to help defend that we captured, or converted last time. So that's going to do it for our turn there, so we're going to end there. So once again, let's see what Saradas does. So he's going to get some extra vision. He's going to destroy it so I can't see what he's doing. That's probably smart. So yeah, at this point in the game, he's really on the back foot. So if I can press my advantage now and kind of prevent him from gaining any additional momentum, I think I've got this one. I've got a very good chance of finishing this game up without a ton of trouble. That being said, you know, the AI, you never want to give them any room to survive and grow, because if they do, they can really start snowballing. So we are going to really focus on trying to take him out as soon as we can here. So we've got some extra items for our hero. These are all really nice, having a shield, some extra defense, a better weapon. Yeah, and then we also got him that rifle, which gives him a nice ranged attack that he can use. Now, do we want any units in this little army? You know what? Might be nice to have that Sphinx, so let's recruit that Sphinx for our hero. There we go. And we'll head up along this road. We're getting better at governing our frostlings. I think we'll just increase the happiness with barracks. Ooh, some extra gold. I will take that gladly. Thank you very much, Vassal City. Okay, so now we've got... Ooh, there's a bone dragon on our doorstep. That's not fun. So maybe we'll do the Firestorm Pillar just to have a little bit more defense. So in this Tigran city, it would be nice to get this in our domain, so we're going to do an observatory. Our throne is just happy as all can be. We might as well make a barracks. Okay, so this little guy, we're going to send this cadaver into the Shadow Realm, and let's see, maybe I can... We'll go down. Let's see if there's anything worth finding. So this is like a little skinny little land bridge, almost like kind of Panama here. Okay, so let's keep going north. We'll run right through these units here with Castus. We're going to head up to, like I said, head up to that Dwarven city. Take it over, or I'll have to see. I think they're at war with me, so I can take it over and then proceed over to start wailing on our opponent Saradas. Let's see if we can get the kill. Okay, so we'll just charge in. We've got such strong units at this point, we don't really have to worry too much. So I'm just going to basically charge right in. Now, of course, we got these units in the back here offering protection. I think we'll just... Let's do a longbow shot. There we go, we killed them off. That's awesome. And then we'll come in and get a attack there. Oh, and I forgot about that pesky resurrection effect that's going on here, but inconsequential because we're just gonna steamroll everything in this area, so I'm not really too worried about it. So we'll drop a quick heal on our Sphinx, and we'll throw a curse. 100% chance of getting it. There we go. So that quick battle out of the way. So let's keep going north. Oh, and this city now belongs to Saradas, so that's good to know. This used to be, well, just last turn it was an independent city, so he's obviously sent some of his units over to take this city, so it's a good thing I'm heading up there now. Alright, so as for these two, we'll basically head up this way. We're going to loop through here and head up to this city. There we go. So let's go take a peek at what he's got in this particular... So he has a decent number of units, nothing too scary at this point, just tier 2, tier 1 units, but he's got a sizable force in the Shadow Realm, so I do have to keep that in mind. We're going to just run away. I don't want him to kill off my little scout here. I'm going to kind of go around this city and see if he's got more further south in the Shadow Realm. Assuming that scout doesn't get taken out or anything like that. Okay, we're going to end our turn there. Oh, and there. Got a little, one of his little wisps is attacking me. We'll try this combat. Basically, if I get stunned, it's all over. I suppose I could use stoning. I'm just going to let him come to me. I do have first strike, so I think because these are pikemen. So they resisted. They continue to be in defense mode. Ooh, and there it happened. But, fortunately, we can just do that. So this little scout unit survives and can continue looking for more of his cities. And we're still able to cast our paid absolution, so no worries there. So he may have actually come out of this shadow gate here and moved over to this city. Let's just take a peek. Ooh. So we are being sieged with this bone dragon here. Now, fortunately, because we have a bunch of draconian units, we have fire damage at our disposal, so that's going to be a tremendous asset for us in this case, which is excellent. So I'm going to try and kind of group up my units on the walls here. This Draconian Flamer is probably going to be arguably one of my biggest assets for this battle, so we're actually going to do a transfer pain there just to make sure. This little guy, we'll throw him over there as well. So these melee units, I want to bring them in to help defend. Fortunately, I have a lot of ranged units, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're going to basically throw everybody up on the walls here. Actually, you know what? I kind of want these units maybe a little bit further over. Okay. So the biggest threat, obviously, is going to be the dragon. Although all of these units are capable of pretty much bypassing the wall, so I have to keep that in mind. I can't quite reach to hit all three. I think we'll do this. So we'll hit this dragon with as much damage as I think we can. Although this carrion bird isn't exactly going to be easy to kill either. So I have to make sure I do as much as I can to guard up my units that do fire damage here. Although these Shadow Elf Arcane Archers are actually pretty solid as well. I think we'll actually attack the Carrion Bird. This can do a little bit more damage to the Carrion Bird. So I'm expecting one of the units to land here, so I'm going to put my unit there. Again, unfortunately, these Arcane Archers are probably going to get attacked. Well, thank goodness that unit used it on that side of the wall, which we didn't have to worry too much about the attack because it was obstructed by the wall, so thank goodness for that. So what does this do? So let's see, does that... I wonder if that's a good choice. Let's try that. Well, it doesn't seem to really do much. It gives them frost weapons, which maybe wasn't the smartest thing against undead. But we got the kill, so it's all good. Okay, so now let's see. We could take out that Lost Soul, which would be kind of nice, but I think I'd rather hit the Bone Dragon. Let's see who does more damage. Can we kill off with the rocks? Not quite, eh? Well, the Arcane Archer, I think, let's see, we do a minimum of 4 per hit, so we're going to do at least 12. So it's about even. almost even as to who's going to do more damage. Oh, these guys do quite a bit actually with their throw stone, if it's not obstructed, of course. So we'll do this, and then we'll get the kill here. And there we go. That's a nice attack as well. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, this dragon's gonna, yeah, come in and just obliterate somebody, which you just saw happen there. So let's come in and get a flank. Turn him around. And then, yeah, we'll do this. And then we'll take this unit, do a flank there. And then we'll kill here. Oh, lucky. Yuck. Well, we got the kill anyway, so now we should be fine. Now we just have to finish off this lost soul, essentially, and we did. And there we go, just like that. Our city is defended. We really only... We actually didn't lose any units. So all in all, that was an excellent battle for us. And you know what? I am going to put Paid Absolution on this city. There we go. And we now have a Firestorm Pillar in Mol Biloth, which is great. That's a little bit more defense for us. We'll do a temple just so that we have the ability to then produce that Draconian Elder, I think. So we've acquired Heptatopia, the Empire Quest. Be the first to acquire 7 towns, so we get a base happiness increase, which is quite nice. We're already rolling in happiness, but hey, I mean, it's always nice to have more, right? Okay, so our research is going very well. Swift migration might be kind of nice as we're taking these cities over, so maybe I'll do that one. So Winter Blossom. Okay, that's the former throne city of Bernhilda the Keeper. So it has basically everything already constructed, so we could start pumping out Frostling Ice Queens if we really wanted to, which honestly might not be such a bad idea. I think we'll do that. And we now have, as well, Saradas's former throne city here, which has most of the large structures completed. We could also start pumping out High Elf Griffin Riders, which would be also quite nice. So... Grand Temple or a hospital. You know, it might be nice to have that Great Temple going, but because this city is closer to the front line, I'm going to actually produce some, I think, some units that can guard the city. So we'll make a Stormbow, and then we'll maybe also throw in a Griffin Rider as well after that. But I don't want that city to be at any risk, especially because it's so powerful. Oh, so Saradas turned this into an elven city rather than a dwarven city. Oh, so here is Saradas himself. So let's push in and see if maybe we can deliver a very serious blow right here, right now. We're going to give this a shot. Notice he's also got a settler there that he was going to try and settle another city, apparently. So I'm not really worried about any of these units, even the tier 3 Node Serpent at this point, with my units being so strong. We're just going to throw a touch of faith on our lead knight here, and we're going to charge right in. And again, my units all have Resurgence, so if they go down, I don't have to worry. I think we're going to hit the Node Serpent try and hit with Curse to at least limit movement a bit. Bring that Sphinx in as kind of just an auxiliary. There we go. So, again here, he's playing it a little bit kind of defensive. I'm gonna just come in right for the wizard here. I really want the kill. Ooh, and he's lucky. Okay, we'll come in and get the kill this way then. Or not. Boy, that lucky is just helping him out right now. So we'll come in and do an attack on these. And well, it helped me out that time, so I guess tit for tat, right? So we'll do a bit of damage to this hero. Come in, do some nice damage. And then, let's see, I think we have a musket. We do. Let's fire the musket and get the kill on that hero. There goes our Sphinx, but of course it'll revive if we win the battle, so no worries there. I don't know if we can we convert this? We can try. Well, why don't we try for a curse, and then it converts. And we failed. Well, it was worth a shot. It's a very powerful unit, as anybody who's watched my Frostling Necromancer playthrough, I had one with my one hero, and it was a very, very powerful unit to have. So there goes Saradas. He's now dead. And then we can basically come wail on this Node Serpent here. Make sure we get that charge in there. Do a little bit of damage that way. Let's see, do we have any other attacks? I think we'll just shoot our bow at it. We'll come on in and get the kill here. And then we'll send this unit off to go hunt down that pesky settler that's doing a really good job of running away. Now before we end the battle here, my units, all of them seem to have regrowth from that shrine I visited previously. Get a little bit more experience, why not? And nobody needs a heal, so we'll just charge in with our knight here and finish off this settler if we can. There we go. So just like that, we took out Saradas himself. Now by now he's resettled his throne city, so that won't end the battle. But that was a very, very good victory for us there. In that he is now going to have to regenerate in the Shadow Realm. So that's an excellent victory for us. Or sorry, not in the Shadow Realm, but in Purgatory. Because he, sorry, I'm just thinking. Without Saradas around, he won't be able to do any research, and it's going to just slow down his growth a little bit more. And at this point, that he can't afford that because he's so much on the back foot that he can't afford that. So that was a really decisive blow for me there to finish off Saradas. So now I'm going to really try and press my advantage, go for his other city, and also venture into the Shadow Realm and see if I can start whittling down his cities that are in the Shadow Realm. So I'm just going to clear out these little structures because I now own the city, so might as well start clearing. Just kind of do this quick, not worry too much about... Oops, I went to the wrong one. We'll go here. Ooh, and they got lucky. Little jerks. Throw a curse on them and reduce their movement. So we'll take them out. Come drop a heal. Finish off those little kobolds. And then we'll do some big damage here and get the finish with our Sphinx to try to level him up a bit. We did, that's good. There we go. So again, we're just doing those battles just to kind of clear things out for us. So for this city here, I think we'll just absorb. I don't really want to make the elves unhappy with me. I've now got an elven city down here that's really nice, and this one as well, which we're currently absorbing. So now we have to kind of do a little bit of empire management type stuff, so that's okay too. So now we'll do the stone wall because that will also get this extra production in our city's domain, which will just help us grow this city faster. Up to Fazberg now, so this city is doing very well. That's quite nice to see. I think we will, let's take a peek. We'll do the storehouse. Get a little bit more growth. before we do that, let's go to our cities that are a little bit more on the front line, and in particular our one in the Shadow Realm. So we are building, right, we're building a temple. I forgot about that. And here we have our scout that survived that last battle. So we'll do a bit more scouting. Let's see what else. So we've got a portal here. Let's see. Now, does that go to the overworld? Okay, it does. So that's this portal here, it would seem. So we could actually bring Castus in there through this portal and then start pressing right into his Shadow Realm city. So that's excellent. We now know that that's there. So let's make sure. So our cities here, we've already done, I think, production in these ones. Yeah, so we're making those units. So back to Tyrion. Let's do a bell tower, just because it is kind of on the edge here, and were he to come swooping up, I would have to defend. So I'm honestly not concerned about that really at all, but I just don't want to have to worry about that. So, and we'll make a priest in our throne just to have a little bit more protection. So our necromancer here can come up this road. So we do have another shadow gate right here. So who knows where that one goes. So that may be where I send Narvek, our necromancer hero, next turn. Maybe I'll send him in there, see what he can find. Okay, now to our other two heroes down here. So I think we'll send Esha up, and we can do this battle quick. We'll just take out these units, get a little bit more XP, and maybe we'll try and convert one of these units to act as a city guard for one of our new cities that we've captured there. So we're going to kind of just get aggressive here and charge in a little bit. I'm actually going to throw Bestow Ironheart on the Yeti. Now let's see. Okay, we're out of curse range. So we're going to have the Yeti and our Ice Queen be our vanguard in this battle for sure. Don't think the Yeti can be exposed. No, so that's good. So that's the one thing with those Ice Queens you do have to watch, because they have that aura. Any unit standing next to them will get exposed and take a bit of damage over the turn if they're not Frostling, or in this case Yetis. So we've got a Hellhound here, which would be good to take out. I'm going to try maybe and get those little guys on my team, just to have a ranged unit as a guard here. So let's move right in, try for a convert. We got it. There we go. So we've acquired another unit to have as a base guard. We'll probably send this little guy maybe up here to this elven city that we've just taken. Oh, and look, there's one of Saradas's units right here, which we can actually engage in combat. So this is a pretty leveled up apprentice, unicorn rider, and a swordsman. So let's initiate that battle. Actually, I don't want to initiate with Esha. I'm going to initiate with the Ice Queen. So we should be able to win this one without too much trouble, barring any game-changing spells being cast by Saradas, which I'm not really expecting. Okay, so we've got some infantry. So the apprentice, I just have to be careful with this phase ability, so that's the one I'm going to kind of watch out for. I'm actually going to see if I can maybe get these apprentice units on my team. Just have to be cautious. I don't want to leave my hero, exposed or anything like that. So we'll send in our Yeti like this. Do some extra damage here to these infantry. I think we'll send in our Ice Queen like this. And then we'll go for the convert. Oh, and we didn't get it. Yeah, and I was expecting that on the hero, but that's okay. She can tank the hit. And then we can turn them around this way. We could try for a seduce. Although that's kind of risky. I think we'll go try for the seduce over here. Okay, so we were lucky and we got it. So now we can come engage them in melee. We'll do some extra damage with our orcs. And then we'll get the kill with our gold medal apprentice unit there. So just like that, we pilfered gold medal high elf apprentice. Very nice. And let's start casting another spell. What else do we have? Wrath of God. I don't think we'll cast that. I think we'll just keep doing paid absolution. We've still got some more cities to use it on. So, like for example, down here, our new throne cities that we've captured. So that's what we're going to do. Just keep increasing our income every turn. You know what? I will finish these roads here, because why not? We'll build it right to... There we go. So now we've got a road connecting our cities. And like I said, I think I'm going to be sending Castus into the Shadow Realm through that portal there. Let's end our turn. So again, these Shadow Gates can really allow Saradas to kind of move his army around, as you've sort of noticed. So I just have to be careful that that doesn't... Ooh, and we're getting attacked here. I definitely won't be able to win this battle, so I'm just going to let this do an auto combat. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose that city for now. So that is the risk of leaving your cities poorly defended, which I did do, so... something I need to obviously not do in the future. So we'll make another priest here. So yeah, losing that city is kind of unfortunate, but... maybe I can make myself a little bit of an army to go back and deal with it. And of course, I haven't really prioritized producing units, which is part of why I really don't have the ability to make super strong units in any of these cities. So that's something I'm going to have to kind of deal with now. Not that that's a huge problem, but... So we're going to use paid absolution on Bernhilda's former throne, and then next time we get it, we'll cast it here as well. So we'll start casting it again. Okay, so now we've got all these units here, and we've kind of start charging into Saradas's domain there. So let's take out this little mana node quick, and then we'll head for that Shadow Gate. No mercy. So we're going to just charge right in. Reckless abandon at this point. There we go. You can see that this orc shock trooper is now a legendary shock trooper, which is absolutely disgusting. Look how strong he is. Alright, so let's kill off these little wisps. And then we're going to move in and try for a convert. We got it on these Phantasm Warriors, that's nice. Again, we're going to use them as a guard for this city. I can't say enough how much I like being able to do that. To just convert units and then have them immediately be sort of city guards or whatever for your army. It makes expansion so much easier, I find. So yeah, we want to make sure we guard up these cities. So we're going to actually start kind of prioritizing maybe producing some half-decent units. So we'll do Theocrat's Conclave here. And I think next time we get to research, we'll work on Crusaders just to be able to produce them as well. So down here, we'll make a High Elf Griffin Rider. And Frostmere. Is there anything that can kind of be in our domain that'll help? Nothing too crazy. I think we'll just do merchandise for now. I'm going to let my gold build up just a little bit. Oh, and we now have this new city, which I need to deal with. So we'll put a wall on it. So I'm glad I saved the money. Tyrion, we're going to just do merchandise. And our little builder. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for this builder to go do in terms of productive stuff. I think I'm going to leave him here, though, for now. Alright, let's send our necromancer through, and we can start moving. So here we go, we got another city of his. So we'll move in and try and take that out. So we've got a wizard tower. I'm not going to worry about that, though, because that's a bit above the pay grade of this particular little army here. So let's go this way and see. Oh, and we've hit. Well, okay, we can capture this. That'll be good. So here we'll take out the unit on this watchtower and get a little bit more vision. We'll be able to see kind of what's going on, hopefully. Get a bit of a peek into Saradas' city. Alright, let's hit him with... Yeah, we'll hit him with this. There we go. Light up that initiate. There we go. These Union guards can be a little bit of a nuisance. Let's bring our Yeti in to deal with them. So they engaged the Yeti and got absolutely destroyed, as you saw. So we're going to try for a seduce here, because why not? We got it. So there we go, another little unit to act as a guard. And we'll just keep progressing in. So this is a fairly large city. It's not his throne, so I'm assuming his throne is in the Shadow Realm. So we'll come up with my stack there. We're going to send this guy over to this city here. And we will jump right on this structure here. Remembering that when we kill a unit, they'll come back if we don't... Actually, Z-Shoot had a really good comment about that. He had mentioned that in the same way that if a unit has Undying and you stand on the spot where it's reanimating or whatever, it won't come back. The same thing applies with this. So if you kill a unit off and stand on it with another unit, it'll stop that from happening, which is really, really nice. Do a wing beat there, come in and get the kill. Let's go for a seduction. Ooh, got lucky. But there we go, they're back. Fortunately, we don't really have to worry too much about that. And we'll slip away and get our health back. We'll get the kill with the knights. So there we go. And now we get that buff, which is nice for that stack. So yeah, if we come through here just to verify, yeah, so that's that portal there. Keep moving down this way and see if we find anything else. Let's see what else we've got. So that's going to do it for our turn, so we'll end there. So our domain is being invaded at Mold-Beloth. I'm not sure what. Okay, so that's another dragon here coming at us. Ooh. 2 Wraith Kings, Bone Dragon, and a Wraith unit. That would be too much for me to handle. Oh, and there we go. Looks like Saradas has tapped out. He surrendered to me. So that's going to do it pretty much for the game here. But let's kind of just take a quick peek around at what was going on. So we also, I guess we can still cast a spell if we wanted, so we'll cast this. There we go. We had a hero offering to join us, another necromancer. That would be kind of nice. Let's take a peek at him. Blight. Oh, well, he's an elf, so he's. Oh, he is. Oh, that's from this. I was gonna say he has lucky. Wow. He starts off with exploit despair. That's kind of nice. And other than that, he's a fairly standard necromancer. Yeah, so a lot went on in this game, but I definitely made some early blunders, that's for sure. I really struggled in initially building up my economy in particular, but fortunately I had a really strong stack with Castus, and that was able to kind of help carry me through, along with Sarados as well. Starting off with him was really, really nice, and I leveraged that and gradually was able to expand my economy such that now I'm really rolling in money. So overall, I think I did okay. I mean, there's a lot I can improve on, but this was a good learning experience for me, especially after playing quite a lot of Necromancer, to come in and play a sort of one of the classes that obviously has living units and morale and all of those components. You know, I'm happy with this game. And again, I was playing against 2 Emperor AI, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. So let's accept his surrender. Oh, Saradas. My empire is crumbling, our cause is hopeless. I offer you my throne and my fealty. I will accept that, good sir. Just like that. Oh, I guess I had never actually won a game as a Theocrat. Well, there you go. So that was my first, technically my first win as a Theocrat. In turn 51, Saradas of House Iniok has surrendered. Let's take a look at the game statistics here. So, in terms of overall score, I wasn't that much ahead of Brunhilde or Saradas, but enough that obviously it's substantial. So you can see here, I'm in the sort of the dark color. That's maybe a little bit harder to see, but basically I was beneath both of them until once I took out Brunhilde, I started to jump up, and then I was on pace with Saradas until eventually I outclassed him there. Let's take a look at knowledge. Wow, so in terms of research, I was well below Saradas. He was out researching me like crazy here. You can just see how much more knowledge he had, produced knowledge. Now, again, I did gain a little bit from raiding structures, but I don't think enough to make up this gap. So this also kind of highlights the idea that if you don't press the AI, they're going to with more research, they're going to have better spells and the ability to produce better units more quickly than you can. So that's where I really like being able to use things like Convert or Seduce, or in particular with Necromancers, the ability to reanimate undead and have those tier 3 and 4s before your opponents do. Because if you let them research, they're going to just beat you that way. So you can see that there. Even Brunhilde, when I took her out, she had way more produced knowledge than I did here at this point. You can see right there on turn 43. So let's take a peek at happiness. So I'm kind of surprised. My happiness was really low, actually. It's kind of hard to see, but it runs right along here, and then it spikes in the later game, but their empires were far happier than mine were. So you can see here, I mean, I do have quite a bit to improve upon in terms of you know, obviously trying to optimize my economy in particular. Military is the one area that I was doing pretty well, and that was, I think, primarily due to my ability to acquire units via Convert and Seduce and all of those things. So that really helped me out quite a bit. And in particular in the last, you know, 10 turns or so, I was really rolling in units. So that was quite nice. Domain, so that's basically just how much like terrain you take up, I guess. I was actually fairly on pace with them, which is kind of nice to see. And then really in the last little while there, as I started taking cities, especially once I got the 2 throne cities, that's just a ton of domain. So that obviously spiked quite high at that point. We didn't do seals, so back to overall. So yeah, I mean, again, that was a real good learning experience for me playing as a Theocrat. You saw when I got the achievement, I hadn't actually won a game as a Theocrat, so that was kind of cool. Really, I've played almost a lot of Necromancer. That was just my favorite class, so that's what I played. So anyway, this was a blast, and I'm looking forward to trying out some other classes in the upcoming playthrough series. So I think we'll call it there Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a real pleasure. I'll see you in the next series.